Tonight we're making meat sauce. So stick around and see how it's done the right way. Okay, the first thing you do when you gotta make sauce, well the first thing I'm gonna make sauce, is I open up the can of sauce and I get some tomatoes and I put them in the blender and I grind them up. And I have these ready. No, I don't have coronavirus. I get these ready because you're gonna need them at just the right time. So I'm gonna keep these ready and waiting here. Now I got here about 3/4 of a pound of pork, and I'm just gonna cut them into, pieces about, decent sized pieces like that. Trim the fat off them, and we're gonna use them in the sauce. And then I also have here about a pound of hot Italian sausage. This is the good sausage I use from up in Scranton, PA. There's a store up there called Marazzi's Provisions, and that's where I get it from. So I get the sausage, I cut it into pieces about that big. So I'm gonna cut this up, put this here on the side. And the hot sausage works really well. You can use sweet sausage, but the hot sauce is not that hot, and it gives the sauce a nice spicy flavor. It's not gonna be bland. I'm not a big fan of bland food. All right, now that we got this all cut up, we're gonna put some oil in the pot next, and we're gonna heat the oil up, and we're gonna come right back. All right, I got about 4 or 5 tablespoons of olive oil in the pot here. I got all my meat cut up now. We're gonna put the meat in the pot, and we're gonna brown it a little bit. We're gonna cook it about maybe 50%. That's about it. So we're gonna brown it a little bit, and that's gonna be about it. And then we'll take it from there. So we're just gonna dump the meat in here. The olive oil. And we're going to let this cook for a little while. We'll be right back. Okay, now this has been cooking for about, 3 to 4 minutes. You can see it's starting to cook a little bit, and we don't want to cook it too much, but now is the time. What we're going to do is take a little space in the center here, like I'm doing, and we're going to put some garlic in here. And I have this chopped garlic that I make myself, and I got maybe about a tablespoon of garlic in here. And I'm just going to dump that right in the center there. And I'm going to mix this in. Now, in a minute, you're going to see why I wanted to grind up the tomatoes first and have them handy. Because as soon as this garlic is done, which is going to be soon, it's not going to be that long, it's going to be in the pot, I have to put the tomatoes into it. And if you had to wait and open the can and grind the tomatoes, your garlic would be burnt. So how do you know when it's time to do it? Well, the garlic starts getting like a little bit sticky. And when it starts getting sticky, that's when you know it's ready for the tomatoes. That it's only seconds away from burning. Now it's getting close. See, it's getting close over here. Getting close. Getting close. I can smell it. It's right there. As soon as it gets like that sticky tendency, and you can feel it with the wooden spoon, it's time for the sauce. Almost. Okay, that's it. See, now it's ready, and now I gotta put the sauce in. I got the sauce handy right here. Jack up the gas. Mix this up quick. Okay. Okay, so I put in the rest of the tomatoes. I put them through the blender first, of course, with the rest of the tomatoes. Pot's about 3/4 full. It's almost 8 o'clock here, and this is probably going to cook till at least 11 o'clock. I figure it's going to cook slow, 11 o'clock, going to make it come to a simmer, going to boil down so the water comes out of it, and it'll be all set. The only thing I'm going to add to this thing right now is I'm going to add a little salt and a little pepper. And that's it. I don't really add a lot of spice to my tomatoes because I'm expecting the sausage and the pork to give us a flavor. Sometimes I'll throw a hot pepper in there because we kind of like food around here that's hot. And that's really about it. Then what I'll do is, later on, when this sauce is cooked, I'll taste it a couple times, see what else it needs. Now this sauce isn't going to be eaten tonight, obviously. This is for tomorrow. Meat sauce, in my opinion, should be made the day before so it can actually sit for a day. It really comes much better when you do that. And this is typical meat sauce for me here. So we're gonna let this cook for a while, and around 11 o'clock I'm gonna shut it off and put it in the refrigerator. Then it's gonna take me an hour to clean the stove because this is gonna make a damn mess all over my stove like it always does. But that's it. And that's how simple meat sauce is. There's really not much to it. You should try it if you've never made it. It's real easy. The one thing I can tell you about this is it really relies on the quality of your ingredients. Get yourself the best sausage you can find. Pork is pretty much pork. And the tomatoes. I like Centos. They don't have to be San Marzanos. I don't believe that most of the stuff is San Marzano anyway, unless it's like really what they call DOB San Marzanos. But these are probably not real San Marzanos, but they're pretty good. And they're in a big can, and I can get them at ShopRite, so why not? So just get yourself some good sausage, and you'll have a good sauce. And let it sit for a day. Good luck.